Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Yeah, so you see by the title of the video, like, there's a lot of things that people, try to push into our brains and shit, like, when we're younger and, like, in school and stuff. And I just wanted to kind of share my thoughts on that real quick. So it's really common from a young age for people to be like, like, what do you want to be when you grow up? Whatever, just have you decide really early on, and even in high school and shit, they always want you to like know what you're going to be. And, for some people that's true. But I say for a very small amount, there's a very small amount of people that grow up and are like, yeah, I've always wanted to be a doctor. I've always wanted to do this. And there's very few people that actually ever are happy in a career or settle in a career. I think it's never a necessity to have to answer that concretely and be like, yo, like, I'm gonna do this, or I'm gonna decide on this, or even get a really nice job and stay with it. Like, who's, keeping you to that? Nobody. Like, you make all your own decisions. And I think it's really interesting how it's really frowned upon to not decide. And I mean, bro. I remember going through high school and like, it was the career days and shit, or in elementary school. Like, I literally just never knew. Like, it's not that I didn't have interest in anything, because I've always had interest in something, but it never felt right to constrict to like one career or one job. And I don't think I'll personally ever be in that position, no matter how good of a position I get. Like, I know I'm always free to leave. Like, I don't have to stay with whatever I want to. And that might be because of, privilege or whatever. But I also think, no matter your situation, you can do that. There's always other options, And especially, like, you don't have to say your career is one thing. Like, if you're a manager at, I don't know, like a tech company, like, you don't have to say, like, when people ask you, what is your career or what is your occupation, you don't have to say that. You could be like, oh, I like to paint. That's my career. Like, that's what I do. How do I make money? Yeah, sure, I have a job, but like, that's not my life. And I think it's important, unless it's, a big part of your life, or, in most situations, I don't think that it's even necessary to address it most of the times. I think it's healthy to just view things as a job sometimes. And especially if, you have like a lot of interests, to just kind of, claim your own thing. There's no reason to have to always stress out about like, oh, I'm like 25 and I'm 30 or 40 or 50 and I'm in this job and like, I don't have time to do anything else. Like, okay, bro, go and get a job at Walmart, work like full time, and then just, or part time or whatever, over part time, and then just do something else on the side that makes you happy. And that can be your life. I think people also have the idea that money, can buy happiness and shit too. But like, I don't think that's true. I've seen a lot of people who have money, don't even like end up liking that shit. And this is like really disorganized because I just kind of came on here and talked about it. But like, don't feel like you have to decide. You never have to decide. You can always switch whenever the fuck you want to. You can go to school whenever you want. If that's something you're interested in, you can always pick up a new hobby no matter your age. Like, you can have 3 different jobs if you want. Hell, there's people that are fucking probably astronauts and lawyers and are also like professional painters. Like, I don't even know. But just do whatever the fuck you want to do. And if you want to make things you like to do into a career, then do it. Like, just put in the time and work. So, yeah, don't feel like you have to decide, bro. I never decided. And you could say, depending on your perspective, like, that I'm this or I'm that, but like, I'm happy. Like, I don't give a fuck. just find a way to live, bro.